Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
It's fantastic to see you here at the Nordic Fintech Summit.
Likewise.
Yes, and you are?
My name is Winkel,
Yeah.
Danish, working for Thought Machine, covering the Nordic region from a sales perspective.
Fantastic. Tell me a little bit more about Thought Machine. Who are Thought Machine? What do they do?
Yeah, Thought Machine is founded back in 2014 with people who used to work for Google. They realized that the technology and the way of developing software could be taken into the banking industry as well, because they felt there was a gap to relieve the banks from the legacy systems. So
Right.
what we are basically doing is that we focus on a certain area, which is the back office. That means where the bank used to service their end clients in terms of current account deposits, savings, loans, stuff like that. And we limit our focus on that, at least for the time being, and actually try to give the banks an opportunity to have a more flexible, scalable, cloud-native, API-only, flexible, modern technology on which they can start to transform, as I said earlier, from the legacy systems into a modern technology. In addition to that, what we also give them is an enormous flexibility. We deliver our platform, our solution, but we don't demand the clients to follow it, to develop their products and their strategy on our way. They could do it on their own because of the flexibility in the system.
Fantastic.
So that's in very short.
That's very short and very concise. And then, I mean, core banking platforms. Some would say that whole market is saturated. There's so many players there. So what is the unique value proposition really that Thought Machine delivers? What makes you stand out from everybody else?
I touched briefly on it, because if you go to, some of the incumbent vendors, they have enormous functionality in the systems. They have huge complex systems, which is very cumbersome, risk, and take a long time to implement. Where we deliver, as I said, what we call a headless core. We don't pretend to do more than what we do, but we do it very well. And instead of having the customers to follow our roadmap, they can follow their roadmap, meaning they take ownership and deliver to their customer as they want. So time to market is shorter, flexibility, ownership of the system is entirely with the customers compared to many of the other existing vendors.
I like that. That's a fantastically differentiating capability there that you're outlining. We're here at the Nordic Fintech Summit in Helsinki. What do you think to the summit this year?
I think it's great. I have been to a few of those over the years, but this one in particular I like, because I think that yes, there is a lot of vendors, but there is also a lot of potential clients. People you have spoken to in the past in other companies, but also meeting new people to understand what is their pain points, how can we support not only the banks, but also, as I said, what Thought Machine is offering is a limited part of what a bank need to have an end-to-end front to back. So it's not only about selling software to banks or other fintechs, it's also to see how can you work with other vendors in order to complete your own offering, so you can build a kind of ecosystem that you can sell, maybe not so much to the bigger banks, but especially to the smaller banks and neobanks, fintechs and so on. So you get the best from both worlds, so to say.
Love it. Okay, if our listeners want to know more, where can they find out more information about you or Thought Machine?
They can of course go into my LinkedIn profile. There is my phone number, email. They can also go into our webpage, put in they want to be contacted. They can request a demo, presentation, whatever. So please feel free, contact anyway, and we will be there to follow up.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This is FinTech Daydreaming.